If you were to reset 2K20 to 1999, the Attitude Era, these are the wrestlers that you will see. Austin, Rock, Foley, Kane, Taker, Big Show, Triple H, Mr. McMahon, Ken Shamrock, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, The Godfather, Val Venus, Goldust, The Brood, The New Age Outlaws, Jeff Jarrett, Owen Hart, The Hardy Boys, The Acolytes, Chyna, Sable, Jackie, Deborah, Tori, Ivory, X-Pac, Bossman, D-Lo, Mark Henry. Hell, even Gilbert was on TV every other week. Yeah, there was a lot to see. Okay, guys, so what I did today is I took 2K20's Universe Mode and took it all the way back to 1999, the Attitude Era. We're going to go all the way through the Raws, the Smackdowns, all through the pay-per-view events, and we're going to see exactly what happens. And well. Okay, guys, let's check out the rosters and let's check out the shows that we got going on here for this Universe Mode. Of course, Monday Night Raw on Mondays and Smackdown on the original Thursday night. Now, I know Smackdown didn't really come in later until 1999, but you know what? It started in 1999, so I'm going to have it here in January just for the sake of it. So for this roster, I went off the champions that were coming into 1999, January 1st, as the respective champion. So we got Mick Foley as the World Heavyweight Champion, Ken Shamrock as the Intercontinental Champion, Ken Shamrock and Big Boss Man as the Tag Team Champion, so Shamrock is double champion, Sable as the Women's Champion for some reason. Oh, WWF, oh god, you never see this shit amaze me back in, and you know, and she was over, very over in you know, in the late 90s, man. She was the one, so, you know, as a wrestler, whatever, but X-Pac as the European champion. Now, here's the omission here. Hardcore Holly, I have as the Hardcore champion. He was not the champion coming into January of 99. That was actually the Road Dogg, but I actually put the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn as a tag team here. I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, they're the New Age fucking Outlaws. Of course, I'm gonna do that. And I got Gilbert here. Even Dwayne Gill, bless his heart, is the light heavyweight champion. And the funny thing about this is, like, he didn't even defend it. He was on TV every now and then, but he didn't even freaking defend the title. Not that much in 1999. Let's check out the rest of the roster here. So we got the main card division where we got Taker, Rock, Kane, Big Show, Steve Austin, Mr. McMahon. I know that is kind of controversial, but he won the title in September or August or whatever it was. I don't remember of 99, but he won the title in 99, so that's why he's here. In the game, Triple H. Intercontinental division, we have Goldust, Val Venus, The Godfather, Chris Jericho, and even Kurt Angle as well. I know these two debuted later in 99. I know Jericho debuted August, September. Angle debuted in August, September of 99. So, but it's good to have these guys here because, you know, I mean, you know, 1999 was a very transitional year for WWF, but, you know, I can't not leave these guys out of it. Like, I mean, who will leave these guys out of it? Tag Team Championship division here, we got the Acolytes, we have the Hardy Boys, Jeff Jarrett, Owen Hart, New Age Outlaws, Edge and Christian, The Brood, and we even got Stevie Richards and the Blue Meeting. I mean, they're basically the BWO here. I mean, they weren't called the BWO, but yeah, you know, I just call them the BWO because they are the BWO. Women's division, I mean, this is kind of laughable here, but we got Jackie. It was really just Jackie and Sable throughout 98, 99, but, you know, we started to see Deborah come in. You know, I mean, she wasn't really a wrestler, obviously, but, you know, she was there. Tori, more of a wrestler, a little better, obviously better than Sable and Deborah as wrestlers. Ivory and Chyna, and the only reason why Chyna's here, she wasn't really in division in 99, but I have to have her here in the game because you can't do intergender matches here in 2K20 here, so yeah, so yeah, we have Chyna here. European division, X-Pac, D'Lo Brown, of course, Mark Henry, Test, Shane McMahon, and Jerry the King Lawler. I couldn't really think of where to put these two guys here. I think these two guys will be good for this division here, but I mean, even though, and Shane actually did feud with X-Pac for a while, obviously. There, you know, Jerry Lawler, you know, the only reason why he's here because he did wrestle a little bit in 99. He was mostly on commentary, obviously, but, you know, every now and then he will have a match, you know, on those one-off matches. But I think it'll be funny here if he does somehow become the European champion during this simulation. Hardcore division, aka the Jobber division, but, you know, the Hardcore title was still barely fond of in the Attitude Era. So of course we got Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly here. But we got Al Snow, Gangrel, Steve Blackman, Draws, Prince Albert. Maybe they should be in the tag team division. Maybe Mitty and Viscera should be in the tag team division. But, you know, screw it. They're here in the hardcore division because, yeah, I mean, you know, it's my division. And, you know, you can only have so many people in certain divisions, obviously. But, you know, I just think that Draws and Prince Albert, Mitty and Viscera, you know, they belong here because, you know, God knows they weren't really doing that on TV back in the day. So I try to make this realistic as possible, guys. And Gilbert, he has nobody. So, and we got Gilbert with nobody. There's nobody for the light heavyweight division here. I mean, yes, I could have put Taka Michinoku or S.A. Rios there, right? You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, he wasn't even defending the title in 99 anyway. He was just as a comic relief talent, and that was pretty much about it. The rankings are so weird. I don't even know why Steve Blackman is #1. I have nothing to do with this here. But you got The Rock, Chris Jericho. This is somewhat realistic here, especially The Rock at #2. Jericho #3, Command to 99. No, he wasn't even the company yet. But let's just look at this. Look at all this here, man. Like, you mean you got your World Heavyweight Champion at 20? Like, come on, man. You got your Intercontinental Champion at 23. Like, who's on the bottom? Who's on the very bottom? Mr. McMahon. Okay, that's about right. That's very right, actually. Okay, guys, so we're in the options here. So, of course, we're going to have automatic rivalries on. We have men's Royal Rumble winner rivalry. Of course, we're going to have that on. I mean, you want the winner of Royal Rumble to go to freaking WrestleMania and to face the champion. We took off Undertaker's rivalry. That's going to be off because I'm using Ministry Undertaker that's downloaded from the community creations, right? Not the actual Undertaker in the game. So I think this has to do with the actual Undertaker that's in the game already. I may be wrong about that, but that's my assumption. So I have that off. Survivor Series rivalry, that's on. Tag teams breakups and formations, that's on. Of course, that's gonna make things very crazy. Crowd reaction changing on. Injury on. Show intro on. There's no cash-ins, obviously, because this is before Money in the Bank. So yeah. Oh yeah, also as well, before we get started, I got 6 matches here for Raw, 6 matches for Smackdown as well. We have a total of 49 wrestlers on the roster in total. One thing I think is very important to show you guys as well is the types of matches that we could be seeing on Raw and Smackdown as well. I mean, look at this. This is very Attitude Era-like here. One-on-one Extreme Rules match, which is basically a hardcore match. Triple threats and fatal four-ways were all the rage back in the late 90s. Rivalry one-on-one matches, look, a 15% chance of a Hell in a Cell match happening on Monday Night Raw. That wasn't out of the ordinary back in 1999. I mean, also as well, rivalry 2-on-2 matches as well, ladder matches and steel cage matches. This was very reminiscent of Monday nights and Thursday nights back in 1999. So I think that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and go to Monday Night Raw. We're gonna go to the very first Raw. We're gonna run down the card here, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Okay, guys, very first Raw of 99. Let's check out the card. Tess, X-Pac, Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown. I don't know why D'Lo looks like Puss in Boots from Shrek, though, in a failed 4-way. Deborah versus Jackie. Sable versus Tori. Gilbert versus Hardcore Holly for some weird reason. Triple threat of Val Venus, Undertaker, and Kane. Our main event is Rock and Sock Connection versus Triple H and The Big Show. Okay. Let's see who's gonna win this match here. All right, let's go. Randomized winner here. Oh, this is a rivalry match, very high. Who won the match? It was a 4-star match. And Mark Henry, no, I'm sorry, D'Lo Brown won. Look at that. Deborah versus Jackie. This should be a squash match here from Jackie, right? And of course, Jackie won. I don't know how you got a 3-star match out of Deborah. Jackie is the Chris Benoit. Okay, that's a very bad example. Very bad example. She's the Kenny Omega. Probably a little bit better example of the women's division. Sable versus Tori. Let's see who wins here. Tori beats the champ. Gilbert versus Hardcore Holly. You know Gilbert has to lose this, right? All right, Hardcore Holly wins. That makes sense here. Okay, let's check out these last 2 matches here. So I'm gonna be very, very curious here on who's gonna come out the winner of this match. I mean, we're seeing Taker and Kane here in the very first match here in 99 hit. I mean, how many times have we seen him in 98? How many times have we seen him in our lifetime, man? Just Taker versus Kane, Taker versus Kane, Taker versus Kane. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Val Venus looks very much out of place in this match, though. Oh my goodness, I just misspoke there. He just hit a big power slam there on Kane. I mean, you may never ever see that Val Venus gimmick ever again in WWE or even wrestling period, man. I mean, Yeah, the closest thing that we had was Joey Ryan, and well, if you know, you know. Off the ropes goes Taker. Oh man, this is a very sloppy match, man. I mean, this ain't your AEW 5-star classic that we're looking at here, man. This is your generic late 90s brawling type of match here. Very exciting though. Val Venus is really trying to make the very first upset here in the Simulation Series, man. If he defeats Taker and Kane here on the very first Raw here, look out. Yo, if Val Venus somehow wins here, man, he's definitely going to be making a new movie after this show. I can guarantee you that. Val Venus going for the people. Oh, Taker breaks it up. Oh, Kane, he's going. Oh, he was going for the choke slam. That could have ended the match there. Where's Val Venus at? He's outside the ring. Val Venus, fisherman suplex. He has it all. Taker breaks it up. What's Taker going to do here? No way! Last ride! Oh my goodness, Taker is going to win this match with the last ride. So Undertaker wins. All right, what do we have next? Okay, so we have the main event. Let's check that out. Mankind and The Rock versus Triple H and The Big Show. So here comes our WWF champion here, Mankind. And how long do you think he's going to hold this title? I don't know how long he's going to hold this title too. I mean, he may hold this all the way through the end of the year. I don't know. We don't know. But knowing this game, anything can happen anytime, man. He just may hold the title for until next week for all we know. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a very, very important thing. Like, it took me 3 days to download the roster here on this game, man. Like, the fact that 2K has up to 20 downloads a day is just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, what are you doing, 2K? Like, come on, how come there's a download limit? I'm not gonna, you know, sabotage your game by downloading more than 20 things in a single day. Like, that's completely ridiculous. Get it together. The most 2K thing that can happen right now is a count out in the first main event of Raw of the Simulation Series. Please, to God, no, don't let that happen. Dog, they literally been outside for at least 5 minutes already, just brawling and breaking up the count of the referee every single time. Oh, the referee's at a, oh, please don't 2K us. Please don't 2K us. No way! No! What? Triple H and The Rock is beside themselves. Oh, come on, 2K. No! It's not gonna end this way. Okay, it's gonna have to end this way. Our very first main event ended in a draw. Well, you know what? That actually is realistic because that's very 1999 WWF anyway, so I'm okay with it. Let's move on to Smackdown. Okay, so we got our first match here. Jackie versus Deborah. I think Jackie's gonna win again. Yes, she won again. Big Show versus Albert. Albert won, of course. Maybe, I don't know. That's an upset, I think, most likely. I mean, because Big Show is in the World Title Division, and Albert's in the, I think, the Hardcore Division. No, he's in the European Division. So, yeah, that's strange. Test versus X-Pac. Test wins. New Age Outlaws versus the Hardys. New Age Outlaws win. China versus Ivory. Come on, China, you gotta win that, right? China wins, of course. In the main event, I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm gonna predict Kane, just because. And The Rock wins, of course, because if you smell what The Rock is cooking, I'm Hollywood now, baby. Okay, so that was our SmackDown. Now, I'm starting to regret. Maybe I should have more than 6 matches here, but I mean, that's how it was really back in 1999. I mean, you know, remember, Raw was 2 hours back then. It wasn't 3 hours like how it is today. Oh, God. Today's Raw is just, and SmackDown, yeah, it's still 2 hours today as well. So I think 6 matches is perfectly fine. If you guys want to bump it up, let me know. Let me know in the comments for, you know, future videos. After the first 2 shows, let's check out my potential rivalries here. We got Test and X-Pac here. Of course, Jackie and Deborah. I mean, who doesn't want to see this feud come to a head at WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell match between Deborah and Jackie? And of course, Kane and Taker, because, you know, fight forever. Let's see if the rankings changed anything here. No. We haven't seen Jericho yet. We haven't seen Stone Cold yet. We still got a lot to go. Let's fast forward a couple weeks and see where we're at next. Okay, let's go back to our rankings here. Let's see. Oh, The Rock's #1 now. Oh, man, he's #1 here. Mystery Taker is #3. Jericho went down. Owen Hart went up. China went up. Divisions here. Looks like The Rock is #1 contender now. It was Taker at first. Now it's The Rock. Nothing's changed here for the Intercontinental Division. Oh, Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart are now the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. That's very interesting. Jackie is still number 1 contender. China shot up from number 5 to number 2 in just a matter of weeks. She's like, nah, screw that. Screw Sable. Screw Jackie. I'm the 9th one in the world. I'm coming for that title. D'Lo Brown's number 1 contender here against X-Pac here. Oh, man. I mean, D'Lo in the European title is like, you know, peanut butter and jelly. I mean, Steve Blackman is, of course, the number 1 contender for the hardcore title. Crash Holly dumped all the way down to 5, man. He's just jobbing out already. All right, so our go-home Raw before the Royal Rumble is as follows. Tag champs versus Goldust and Jericho. Goldust and Jericho win. Gilbert, Kane, and Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler wins for some reason. I want to know how that match ends. What happens? Like, what happened to where that Jerry Lawler beats Kane? I mean, Gilbert's Gilbert, but how does he beat Kane? X-Pac versus Mark Henry. X-Pac wins. Hardcore Holly versus Viscera. Viscera wins. Steve Austin versus Big Show. This is a big match here, no pun intended. And Steve Austin wins. Rivalry match very high. Oh man, the rivalry's beginning between Austin and Big Show here. And it's a 2-star match, go figure. Main event here, McMahon and Mankind versus Rock and Taker. Let's see who wins this here. And it is Rock and Taker, of course, because McMahon takes the job. All right, let's go to the Go Home Smackdown show before the Royal Rumble. Let's check it out. All right, so let's see who wins these matches here. Jackie wins. Val Venus wins. PWO beats the Hardy Boys. Oh, God. Viscera wins. Godfather wins. And Kane wins. The only one that made sense was Kane winning. Everything else did not make sense whatsoever. Well, you know, Val Venus being Goldust, yeah. And, you know, and the Godfather, being X-Pac, but X-Pac's the European champion, and, yeah, I mean, but, you know, that's it. Those are our matches. That is the last event before the Royal Rumble, man. Let's see what kind of time matches we're going to have at the Royal Rumble. I believe there's going to be 10 matches on the card. This is going to be crazy, including the Royal Rumble match. Oh, my goodness. Before we do that, let's check out the rankings. Let's check out the rivalries. Let's check out everything before we get into the Royal Rumble. Let's check out the championships. They all should be the same. Look at this. These are our champions going into the Royal Rumble here. Look at this here. Rock and Taker is, you know, Rock is number 1 contender. Taker is the number 2 contender here. Big Show went down. I mean, come on. I mean, he always goes down at the end of the day. Val Venus, number 1 contender for Ken Shamrock's title. He may pull double duty on Royal Rumble night because he may face against not only Val Venus, but also as the tag team champions, he may face off against Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. The New Age Outlaws are the worst tag team in this simulation so far. Who would have thunk it? I haven't seen Edge or Christian as of yet either. They have not been on TV. I've not seen them in any matches so far. I don't know what's going on with that. Jackie is still number 1 contender, holding off China. D'Lo Brown is still the number 1 contender. Jerry the King Lawler may be the number 1 contender sooner or later for X-Pac's European Championship. Alright guys, so we got our very first pay-per-view here of the Royal Rumble here. Let's run down the card real quick. We got Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett versus the Acolytes. Viscera versus Hardcore Holly. Jackie versus Sable for the Women's Championship. The Royal Rumble match, which is mid-card. I didn't know this was 1988 or 89, where they just have the Royal Rumble randomly in the middle of the card. That is so random. Edge and Christian versus the New Age Outlaws. Ken Shamrock versus Val Venus for the Intercontinental Championship. X-Pac versus D'Lo Brown for the European Championship. Steve Blackman versus Gilbert. And in the main event, we got Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack to Love, and versus Rock. I mean, you know, this is definitely 1999 right here. This was actually one of the actual matches in 1999. The Last Man Standing match, right? Was Last Man Standing? No, it was the I Quit match. It was the I Quit match in 1999 that this match actually happened at the Royal Rumble. So this is very 100% accurate. All right, honestly, we're here for only 2 matches, right? We're here for the main event. We're here for the Royal Rumble matches. But before we get there, let's simulate and see what we got here. So who's gonna win here between these teams here? We got Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett winning. Viscera versus Hardcore Holly. We got Hardcore Holly winning. Is Jackie gonna walk out the new women's champion, or is Sable gonna retain here? We're about to find out right now. And Sable retains. She is still the WWF women's champion. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go to a Royal Rumble match. And yeah, I will meet you guys in there, and we're gonna see who's gonna walk out the Royal Rumble as the #1 contender for the WWF Championship at WrestleMania. First man coming out. Wait, The Rock? The Rock's coming out to. Wait, that's the $500 T-shirt Rock. How is he in the Royal Rumble? How is he in the Royal Rumble? I don't care. I don't get it. We just got 2K'd. We just got 2K'd. He is not in the roster pool. I took him out the roster pool. I mean, okay, you know what? It doesn't even really matter at the end of the day because he's not going to go all the way from #1 to the very end anyway. So this is actually good that he's coming out first. If he's coming out first, that's actually good. But The Rock's doing double duty here tonight. Sort of, kind of. Oh, Kurt Angle! The very first time appearing here in 1999. Let's get it. Too bad he's not going to go all the way to the very end either. This could result into some very strange options here. I mean, we can get Viscera, we can get Draws, X-Pac, you know what I mean, Jeff Hardy as the #1 contender for the WWF Championship. Oh my goodness. And even if as well, like, let's say if Jeff Hardy wins and they don't book it for WrestleMania, I have to change. I just have to change because that'll only make it right. Jeff Jarrett coming in at #4. Oh my goodness. Why does Jeff Jarrett look like he just got out the shower though, man? Just in his underwear, man. Like, he got no type of length on those shorts there. Oh, there goes Steve Blackman, first elimination in this match. Oh, The Rock flexing. Love it. Here comes Albert. Oh, there goes. Oh my goodness. There goes Goldust. Didn't last very long in the ring. It looks like he hit someone in the basement there. There's also Prince Albert out of the ring here. We need to get The Rock eliminated here. Like, you cannot have double duty. Oh my God, The Rock! Oh my God, he broke his leg. Okay, The Rock's dead. The Rock's dead. No movie career for you. Jesus Christ. Somehow The Rock is surviving this here as Matt Hardy's coming in at #11. Here comes Matt Hardy before he has 17 kids already in 2022. And now, shout out to Matt Hardy though, man. I love Matt Hardy, man. I really do. Love Matt Hardy, love Jeff, man. Oh, look at Crash Holly, man. Crash Holly's in the match. Look at the strength of Crash Holly. No! Do that to The Rock! What? No, what's he doing? No way. Stop it. No, not the King. All right, King, there you go. All right, stay in this match. All right. Justice has been served. Someone get this version out of the Rock. He cannot win this match. Oh, there goes Matt Hardy. Oh, man, what a bump that is by Matt Hardy. Oh, then Crash Holly eliminated The Rock. Thank God. All right, now we can really see a match now. I'm fine with anyone else winning. I mean, because I did not have that version of The Rock in the player pool here, the roster pool. So that's very interesting. Steve Austin coming in at #15. That's a good number for him. Yo, if Crash Holly actually eliminates Taker, man, I might just quit this entire game. Okay, just kidding. Christian coming out at #16. Whoa, look at Crash Holly. What? Crash Holly just did the Matrix. What was that about? Yo, I appreciate the community creations in this game, man, because God knows I can't do it. I'm not talented enough for that. But just tell me this, man. Why does oh my God, there goes Lawler and Austin at the same time. Is Crash Holly gonna eliminate Big Show? Crash Holly just eliminated the Big Show. Crash Holly has eliminated The Rock and the Big Show in this Royal Rumble match. Unbelievable. I mean, just give the guy the title now. Just give him the title now. Give him Brock Lesnar. Give him John Cena. He's going to be world champion for the next 7 years, you know what I mean? Just all the way into 2006. He's going to go up against WrestleMania against John Cena where he finally loses the title. I mean, this guy is really, really a beast right now. Yo, Crash Holly, no way. No, Crash Holly just picked up. But Rogan just eliminated him like it was nothing. I guess he was really allegedly 400+ pounds. Oh, jumping tombstone there by Taker the Kane. I mean, fight forever, right? Just fight forever with those two. Oh, there goes Crash Holly. Crash Holly gets eliminated by JBL. He bullied someone again. Oh, my goodness, man. JBL. Or Bradshaw, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, look at this. Bradshaw's in trouble. Kane, oh, Kane, you have the opportunity. Just knee him. Just knee him, Kane. Oh, what was that about? Oh, Kane. Oh, I think Kane wants to eliminate him with a choke slam. He wants to eliminate Bradshaw with a choke slam out the ring. Straight to head. Godfather at 26? Oh, my goodness. Are we going to see a whole train at WrestleMania? Okay. Who's going to be number 27? We know Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon is coming out number 27. Oh my goodness, we know how famous that 27 spot is in Royal Rumble history, man. Look, oh my god, man. Looks like Gangrel has had a better day with those ropes. If Vince McMahon wins, he's in here flexing. You don't like what you like. Uh-oh, Spine Buster on Vince. I'm having a good time. This is fun. This is some fun stuff. But let's see who comes out here at number 30 here in the Royal Rumble. Our third, Al Snow. What does everyone want? What does one want? Wait, what does everyone want? Head, right? Head. And Chris Jericho's gone? What? He is out of here. Oh man, we're really gonna get a mid-carder. Kane is the only strongest one left, and he may be going away soon because he's been in this match, I think, the longest out of everybody that's in this match right now. Oh, there goes Stevie Richards. No ECW Barely Legal main event for you, sir. Oh, Edge is in trouble. He's definitely in trouble with Kane. Kane could eliminate Edge here. I think Edge is going over. I think he's going over the Edge, per se. Oh, man, look at this. Oh, there goes Edge. Oh, my goodness. Bro, really? Kane is really the only... There goes Test. Test is eliminated. We're down to the final four. Al Snow going to be eliminated by... Oh, Godfather. Godfather's trying to eliminate Al Snow. Can we be down to the final three? We're down to the final three. We're down to the final three. Godfather, Gangrel, and Kane. Look at this. Oh, no. The celebration from Godfather may have done him in. Oh, man. Are we going to see holes at WrestleMania? Are we going to see a bloodbath? Or is it going to be Hellfire and Brimstone? What is it going to be at WrestleMania 15? Oh my god, there goes Gangrel! We're down to the final two! It's going to be the year of the Godfather or Kane to main event WrestleMania. Gangrel with a valiant effort. Leg drop there by Kane on Godfather. Oh my goodness. Is Holes going to be pimped? Or they're going to be in hell, fire, and there's going to be brimstone as well there at WrestleMania. No, Godfather, is he going to pimp drop him out there? He picks him up! Powerbomb! Oh my goodness, the Godfather is going to go to WrestleMania! He's going to WrestleMania! I literally can't believe it. I literally can't believe that he is going to WrestleMania as the number one contender for the WWF Championship. It may be him versus Vince McMahon after all. The Godfather won the Royal Rumble match. Oh my goodness, let's move on here for the next tag team match of the New Age Outlaws versus Edge and Christian, who was just in the Royal Rumble match. Is fatigue gonna play ink set on him? No, Edge and Christian is resilient and wins that tag team match. Intercontinental Championship match between Val Venus and Ken Shamrock. Who wins here? We have a new Intercontinental Champion, and it is Val Venus. And oh my goodness, is our first new champion here? Yes, because Hardcore Holly is still the Hardcore Champion, and Sable is still the Women's Champion. And we have our first new champion here, which is Val Venus, the Intercontinental Champion. Are we going to see another championship change hands here? D'Lo Brown versus X-Pac, and X-Pac keeps the European Championship. C. Blackman versus Gilbert. Gilbert somehow wins. He defeats the Lethal Weapon, and we have our main event here of The Rock versus Mankind. Let's check this match out. Let's see who walks out of the Royal Rumble as WWF Champion. Mick Foley, look at this! A German suplex off the top rope. That is definitely not like him. Oh, he's going for a pinfall here. One. Ooh, only a one count there on The Rock. You gotta do a little bit more than that to eliminate and defeat The Rock here in a big stage here at the Royal Rumble. Yo, I've never seen Foley just be doing moves like this in my life, man. He's just coming out just doing like leg drops and just like he's like Hulk Hogan. Look at that. There's a Hulk Hogan leg drops, man. Like, now I know the Cactus Elbow, man. Everyone knows that, man. He just come out with German suplexes and Hogan leg drops and power slams. What is this? This ain't Mankind. This isn't Mankind. Yo, what is Foley? What is this? Is this Mick Foley or is this Brock Lesnar? What, like, you know, I know, here comes the pain, but good Lord, here comes the pain from Mick Foley to The Rock. Rock's starting to warm up here, man. He's starting to warm up against Foley. He may be getting the momentum back in his favor here. He's going rock bottom. Oh my God, just out of nowhere. That's no way the end. Do we have a new WWF champion? 2 count. False finish there. No, another rock bottom. Oh my God, we got a new champion. 2 rock bombs in this match. The tides have turned, and we have a 2 count, another false finish. Ever since that early flurry from Mick Foley in this match, man, he's really been getting pulled by Rocky. Oh my goodness, look at that DDT. Look at that DDT. What? As soon as I said something. No, that can't be it. That cannot be it. No, that's only a 1 count. You're not going to put The Rock away with that, but freaking Mick Foley has shown signs of Brock Lesnar, Hulk Hogan. Now he just shows signs of Rey Mysterio in this match. Foley's up. You better get back on him, Rocky. Look at this. Oh, is he? Oh, God, he's going for that sharpshooter. Well, maybe he makes him tap out here with this sharpshooter. He's in the middle of the ring. Mick Foley, he can't reach the ropes. He's tapping out. The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, and if you smell for a new WWF champion, it happened here at the very first pay-per-view, Royal Rumble 99. And just like how it happened in real life, The Rock defeated Mankind at the Royal Rumble to become the new WWF champion. By far the most realistic thing so far here in this simulation series. So The Rock is your new WWF champion, defeating Mankind here. And we're going to skip the Raws and the Smackdowns. We already know what's going to be going on those shows for the most part. Let's actually go on to our very next pay-per-view, which will be St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Let's see what the next matches, what the next rivalries we're going to see here at this event. Okay, guys, so bad news. It skipped St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I don't even think that it recognized the show here. It doesn't let me go back and look at it or anything like that. But what I can tell you is that nothing happened. Nothing really changed. So we go to our champions here. So we still have The Rock, Val Venus, and the rest of the champions here. So nothing changed there. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. But what we can see here, let's check out the rankings here since I'm here. You can see here that Ministry Taker is the #1 contender here. Godfather is the #1 contender here for the IC title. Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. Jackie is still the #1 contender for the women's championship. D'Lo Brown is still the #1 contender for the European championship. Steve Blackman is still the #1 contender for the hardcore title. It looks like nothing really changed. I don't know exactly what happened. If I go to the rankings, see, like, yeah, Steve Blackman is still #2. And if we go to our calendar real quick, I know this is off track here, but you know, look at this here. We skipped all the way through to this pay-per-view here. Nothing happened. Our next pay-per-view is WrestleMania, okay? Our next pay-per-view is WrestleMania. So we're going to skip it to there. And hopefully, I can show you guys WrestleMania. If not, I'm going to kill myself. Just kidding. Not going to do that. But I will be mad. Okay, guys, we're going to run down this WrestleMania card in a second. But I was going to let you guys know, this is my 3rd time doing this because the game keeps freezing when I try to load one of the matches here. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just simulate WrestleMania and on through the rest of the video here. So I apologize in advance. 2K20 is the worst 2K ever made. You guys already know that. However, though, I'm not gonna stop the fun that we're gonna see here in this video. So let's continue on here with the card. We got Jericho versus Mideon in a one-on-one match. We have a rivalry match here between the Hardy Boys versus the BWO. Intercontinental Championship on the line between Goldust and Val Venus. A tag team match between the New Age Outlaws and Edge and Christian. A one-on-one contest bout of the Bigs, The Undertaker versus The Big Show. No holds barred WWF Women's Championship match between Jackie and Sable. Steel cage match for the tag team championships between Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett versus the champions Ken Shamrock and the Big Boss Man. One-on-one women's match between Tori and Ivory. A real-life possible WrestleMania match that we never got, but we're gonna get it here. Mr. McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mankind versus Triple H in a one-on-one contest. Triple threat match here, random, between Crash Holly Gilbert and Steve Blackman. Your co-main event is the European Championship Extreme Rules match between Test and X-Pac. And in our main event, we have The Rock versus The Godfather versus Kane for the WWF Championship. The Godfather, the winner of the Royal Rumble. Kane, who was in the Royal Rumble too, who got eliminated by The Godfather. And The Rock, who won the WWF Championship at the Royal Rumble. What a story this is. And we're going to see who's going to walk out as champion. All right, first match here, Jericho versus Mideon. Who walks away the winner? Looks like Chris Jericho defeats Mideon. Hardys versus the BWO. And the BWO with an upset win at WrestleMania. They defeat the Hardy Boys. For the IC title, will Goldust take the title off of Val Venus? And Goldust is your new WWF Intercontinental Champion. Very highly anticipated match between the New Age Outlaws versus Edge and Christian. Who's gonna walk away the winner here? Edge and Christian walks away the winners of this tag team match. One-on-one match between The Undertaker and The Big Show. Who's gonna win? Looks like The Undertaker walks away. Are we gonna get a brand new women's champion, or is Sable is gonna continue her reign of terror here in the WWF? It looks like Jackie is your new WWF Women's Champion. Steel cage tag team title match. Who's gonna walk away? The champions Ken Shamrock and the Big Boss Man, or would be Jeff J-A-R-R-E-T-T, Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett walk away as your winners, and they're the new tag team champion. Ivory versus Tori. Looks like Tori wins, and they start a rivalry there. Mr. McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve. Okay, McMahon has to lose this match, right? Like, there's no way he's gonna. Of course. All right, Stone Cold Steve Austin wins the match here. Nice. Mankind versus Triple H, and Triple H wins, and the rivalry potentially is there between the two here. 3-star match. Dave Meltzer, he's not gonna, put this match over the way that we think it should have been. Here's your random triple threat match between Crash Holly Gilbert and Steve Blackman, and Steve Blackman wins. Your co-main event Extreme Rules match between Test and X-Pac. Who's gonna walk away the winner here? And X-Pac is still your European champion. And your main event, The Rock, The Godfather, Kane. Will Kane walk away the champion? Will The Godfather, the Royal Rumble winner, walk away as champion? Or will The Rock retain his title? Let's find out. And The Godfather! No way! The Godfather is your new WWF champion! Oh my goodness, he won the Royal Rumble, and he is your new WWF champion. Unbelievable. It's crazy. That is your WrestleMania card, guys. Let's move on. Alright, so our next pay-per-view is Backlash. Hopefully, it will allow me to show at least one match out here, but let's at least simulate to here now and see what is next on this simulation series here. And Godfather is there front and center. Before we check out the card, let's see the rivalries. Let's see all that good stuff before we move on and see what that match card is. Champions here, The Godfather still the WWF champion. We got Goldust here. It looks like nothing has changed here. Looks like there was no matches on Smackdown or Raw. Same champions. Let's check out the actual divisions here now. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the new #1 contender. He can take the title away from The Godfather. Let's see what happens at Backlash here. Chris Jericho is in line for a title shot. Val Venus shot all the way down to #4. I haven't seen much of Kurt Angle outside that Royal Rumble. I haven't seen much of Kurt Angle here in this simulation series. The BWO, they defeated the Hardy Boys at WrestleMania, and now they're the new number one contenders to take on Jarrett and Owen Hart. That's interesting. China is your new number one contender. Sable shot all the way back down to number 5. That is very worrisome for the rest of the division here if China gets her hands on that title. D'Lo Brown is the new number one contender here over Test right now, so we'll see if they have a title match at Backlash. Droz is the number one contender for the Hardcore title. Very interesting. All right, let's check out the rankings here. The Blue Meeting and Stevie Richards are... Oh, they have a great chance of winning the tag team titles if they're that high here. I mean, X-Pac, Edge, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, like, where's your world champion? Godfather is number 23. All right, so we have Backlash here. All right, let's see who wins this match here between Edge and Christian versus the New Age Outlaws. And the New Age Outlaws defeats Edge and Christian here at Backlash. Kurt Angle, Goldust, and Chris Jericho. I don't know why this is not for the IC title, but Kurt Angle wins. He wins. He's on his first pay-per-view, and he wins. Good for Kurt. Triple H versus Mr. McMahon. And Mr. McMahon is starting his reign of terror over his own company. Jesus Christ. Not for the European Championship. X-Pac versus Test. And Test beats X-Pac, but he does not get the European Championship because it wasn't on the line. Oh my God, that is crazy. The Hardy Boys versus the BWO, reign of terror over the WWF. Let's see who wins this match. And the BWO wins because they have those attributes. They're the best thing going on WWF right now. Crazy. D'Lo Brown versus Mark Henry. D'Lo Brown wins. The Rock versus the Big Show. The Rock wins. For the tag team championships, the Acolytes versus Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. The champions still walk away. Hardcore Holly versus Steve Blackman. Not for the Hardcore title, but Hardcore Holly wins. And the main event, Godfather, Stone Cold, Kane, and The Undertaker. Who's going to walk away as the champion? And it looks like the Godfather retained. Wow, the Godfather retained the WWF Championship. And he seems like he's on a roll right now. He's going to be going into the next pay-per-view as champion. All right, so let's simulate to the next show, which is Over the Edge 99. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. We all know what happened on that very, very tragic day. That tragic night. I actually watched that pay-per-view live when it happened. Nevertheless though, let's move on here. The King of the Ring doesn't look too appealing, guys, not gonna lie, but let's see who's gonna walk away as our winners. Test versus X-Pac. X-Pac wins. Who's gonna walk away as the Intercontinental Champion? This is a triple threat match. Ken Shamrock, our original champion, gets it back. He defeats Goldust and Chris Jericho. Jericho had a very short reign there. Kane versus the Big Show. The Big Show wins. Triple H versus Mr. McMahon. If Mr. McMahon defeats Triple H again, I quit. Mr. McMahon, he is just, reign of terror over his own company. D'Lo Brown versus Mark Henry. D'Lo Brown wins again. The BWO has been dominating the Hardy Boys. Are they going to continue their dominance? It shows, yes, they continue their dominance, and they again defeat the Hardy Boys. China versus Jackie in a submission match. Very strange. Who's going to win here? China, as expected, is your new women's champion. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus the Godfather. Who's going to win here? It is going to be Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! He's your new WWF champion and defeats the reign of the Godfather is over. Oh my goodness. The Rock versus The Undertaker. Who's gonna win here? The Undertaker wins. He gets his win back versus The Rock. And in your main event here, Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart versus the Acolytes. Who's gonna win here? Jeff Jarrett versus Owen Hart. They win the tables match. All right, guys, so let's go to our next pay-per-view here. It's going to be Fully Loaded. And yeah, let's see what we got going here next. Hopefully we get some more dynamic matches here. I'm really hoping we do see that here. X-Pac versus D'Lo Brown. Will X-Pac reign of terror finally end? No, X-Pac is still your European champion. Jackie versus China. Who's gonna win their match? China is still your champion. Fatal 4-way. Who's going to win this match here? The Big Show. Test versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry wins. Will the Hardy Boys ever defeat the BWO? Survey says no. They are the punching bag for the BWO in this simulation series. The Godfather versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Will the Godfather get his title back? Survey says no. Steve Austin is still your WWF champion. Mankind versus The Undertaker. Who's going to win here? The Undertaker wins. Droz versus Hardcore Holly. Will Hardcore Holly finally lose that Hardcore Championship? And yes, Droz defeats Hardcore Holly and becomes the new Hardcore Champion. Tag team title match between the Acolytes and Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart are still your tag team champions. They defeat the Acolytes. Steve Blackman versus Midian, random match, and Steve Blackman wins. Who is going to walk away your Intercontinental Champion? Will it be The Rock? Or will it be Chris Jericho? Let's find out. And The Rock is still your WWF Intercontinental Champion, and we are walking away from Fully Loaded. We're going next towards SummerSlam. Our opening contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWF Championship. Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. They were actually the main event of SummerSlam 98. So in our simulation series here, it looks like they're going to be the actual main event for SummerSlam 99. Who's gonna win, Taker, or is it gonna be Stone Cold Steve Austin? Who's gonna walk away your WWF champion? And it's The Undertaker! The Undertaker defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin. Edge and Christian versus the Hardys TLC match. Who's gonna win? Edge and Christian wins. Of course, they always somehow came out as the winners in any TLC match. Almost every TLC match they won. Mr. McMahon versus Gilbert. Gilbert defeats Mr. McMahon. And the reign of terror of Gilbert begins in the WWF. Big Show versus Mankind. The Big Show wins. The Godfather versus Kane. The Godfather wins, continuing his impressive year in 99. Test versus Jerry the King Lawler. The King beats Test. Midian versus Prince Albert. Midian wins. Is D'Lo Brown finally going to the throne X-Pac, or is X-Pac still going to walk away your champion? D'Lo Brown! D'Lo Brown, your favorite European champion of all time, has finally knocked off X-Pac. And X-Pac, the longest reigning champion of this simulation series, the last champion here, has changed hands here, and D'Lo Brown has defeated X-Pac. BWO versus New Age Outlaws. And the New Age Outlaws get the upper hand on the BWO. Tag Team Championship match. The Acolytes versus Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett. And Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett again defeats the Acolytes. Chris Jericho versus The Rock. And The Rock retains the Intercontinental Championship. Steve Blackman versus Dross for the Hardcore title. It's in a normal match, but it's for the Hardcore title. Steve Blackman walks away as champion. And in your main event, Jackie, Tori, and Chyna for the WWF Women's Championship. And Tori! Oh my goodness, Tori! She is the new WWF Women's Champion. Oh my god, that's unbelievable there. Alright guys, so we're in September now. Let's simulate to our next event. It is going to be Unforgiven. Let's see if anything changes happen here for our championships. What? The Big Show is the new WWF Champion? What happened? What the hell? What? Oh my god, The Rock. Okay, everything else looks the same. The Big Show? How? He defeated The Undertaker. How did he do that? Wow. Was not expecting that whatsoever. And the funny thing is, The Big Show did become the WWF Champion around this time. I think it was Survivor Series 99 when he won, I think. I may be wrong. Someone fact check me on that. But Jesus, man. The Big Show is your current WWF champion. Alright, guys. Let's run down the card here for Unforgiven. Again, The Godfather vs. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Again, Kane versus The Undertaker. Fight forever for both of those matches. For the WWF Championship, Mr. McMahon versus The Big Show. And Mr. McMahon has been dominating every single match so far. Okay, Mr. McMahon's about to walk out as champion, and you know what? He won the title in September 99, as I mentioned earlier. The Hardys versus the BWO. I haven't seen this match before. D'Lo Brown versus Mark Henry. I haven't seen this match before either. Non-sarcastically, The Rock versus Goldust. Edge and Christian versus the New Age Outlaws. One-on-one match, Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho. Rivalry match again for the Tag Team Championships. It seems it's a two-team division between Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett versus the Acolytes. A 5-woman match for the what? Deborah, Chyna, Jackie, Tori, and Ivory for the Women's Championship in the main event. Stone Cold versus The Godfather. The Godfather wins. Kane versus The Undertaker. The Undertaker wins. If Mr. McMahon wins, and this is, oh my goodness, man. If Mr. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just see who wins. The Big Show won. Okay, all right. Thank you. That would have been just nuts if Mr. McMahon would have won. BWO versus the Hardy Boys, and the BWO wins again. They can never, ever lose to the Hardy Boys. D'Lo Brown versus Mark Henry. I expect D'Lo to win this one. He does. The Rock versus Goldust. Very interesting match here. Can Goldust pull off the upset? No, he cannot. Edge and Christian versus the New Age Outlaws. The New Age Outlaws get a much needed victory here at Unforgiven. Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho. We barely see Kurt Angle. He won a match on pay-per-view and he's never been seen again. Can he defeat Chris Jericho here? And he does, but will that do anything for him? I don't know. The Acolytes versus Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett, and Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett again wins again. The very intriguing main event. This is the whole division right here. This is literally the whole division in one match. What kind of stuff we were seeing on TV, I don't know, but let's see here who wins. And Tori is your winner, and she is still the women's champion. You gotta love it. All right, well, Rebellion was technically next on the pay-per-view calendar, guys, but I'm not gonna have Rebellion here, so we're gonna move on to No Mercy. All right, guys, we're in October. No Mercy is next on the calendar here. Let's see what is next here. Let's check the craziness here. Let's see if we have any new champions. Like, is Mr. McMahon champion now? Okay, I literally did not. I swear to God. I swear to you guys. You saw me simulate it. It doesn't tell you when he defeated him though. Good Lord, man. Mr. McMahon is champion. Oh my goodness. Rock is still the Intercontinental champion. Oh my God. Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett, long reign of terror there. Tori, D'Lo Brown. Your No Mercy card here is as follows: Taker, Austin, Kane, Triple H, Viscera, Al Snow, Big Show, Godfather, Mr. McMahon. Why is the WWF Championship always like the third match or the fourth match? Like, it's never the main event. That's kind of weird. Test versus Gilbert. A 6-man match of the Brood. Gangrel hasn't been seen in forever. The Brood. Wait, what does that say? Wait, okay, it says Gangrel, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg versus. Wait. I'm confused here. So is Gangrel? So Gangrel and Jeff Jarrett, they are a tag team against Billy Gunn and Road Dogg against Edge and Christian? This screen is so confusing right there. I don't know what that. I don't even know what to say about that match right there. Mideon versus Crash Holly for the European Championship. Jerry Lawler versus D'Lo Brown again, and it seems like it's a 2-man division. I gotta check the rankings actually to see exactly what's going on, because it is just The Rock and Chris Jericho back and forth. Droz versus Steve Blackman, and Jackie versus Tori for the Women's Championship. Alright, let's see who wins. This is a major fatal 4-way match. A WrestleMania caliber main event, opening up the curtain jerker of No Mercy. Let's see who wins. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Viscera versus Al Snow, Big Show versus The Godfather versus Mr. McMahon. Who's gonna walk away the WWF champion? It is going to be The Godfather. He is a two-time WWF champion. Test versus Gilbert. Gilbert walks away as the winner. This confusing mess of a match. I don't even know but it says choose the winner of this match. Like, it doesn't even let me do it. Look, you see this? I'm gonna randomize. It shows it shows 4 people won the match. It literally shows 4 people who won. That is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in this game. That literally doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, all right, Midian versus Crash Holly. Midian wins. For the European Championship, Jerry Lawler versus D'Lo Brown, and Jerry Lawler, the king of Memphis, the king of wrestling, is also the king of Europe, and he wins the European Championship. Chris Jericho versus The Rock. The Rock is still your Intercontinental Champion. Draws versus Steve Blackman. Steve Blackman is still your Hardcore Champion. And in your main event, the women has like so many main events. I haven't seen this many main events in my life. Jackie versus Tori, and Tori still walks away your women's champion. We have the Survivor Series next, guys. 2 more pay-per-views left because we have the Survivor Series, we have Armageddon, and that is it for $19.99. All right, guys, Survivor Series is our next pay-per-view. Let's move on here and let's see what's gonna happen here at the Survivor Series. Okay, guys, so I made a mistake. I accidentally simulated the Survivor Series. So let's at least go down the match card and the winners here. D'Lo Brown defeated, and this was the opening contest. D'Lo Brown defeated Triple H. The Godfather defeated the Big Show to retain the WWF Championship. Jerry Lawler defeated Mark Henry to retain the European Championship. Crash Holly defeated Midian. Shane McMahon defeated Gilbert. Tori, Reign of Terror, is still continuing as your women's champion. She defeats Jackie again. The BWO is your new WWF Tag Team Champions. Survivor Series match. It looks like Team Taker versus Team Edge. Random. The most random Survivor Series match I ever seen in my life. But Team Undertaker wins. I don't even know how this was constructed. New Age Outlaws defeats the Acolytes. Kurt Angle defeats The Rock and becomes the Intercontinental Champion, who was doing double duty. That's amazing right there. Yeah, just do double duty and yeah, you'll become the Intercontinental Champion. Steve Blackman again defeats Draws for the Hardcore Championship. And in the main event, for some weird reason, Mankind defeats Kane. I mean, this should be a mask versus mask match. I wish I could have had that, but no mask versus. You know what? A lot of mask versus mask matches have been very terrible, or mask versus hair, or mask versus career. Like, it's just like a lot of these matches have been terrible. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, guys, we're here for our last month, Armageddon. I'm gonna see if the game actually lets me try to play a match. We'll see. But yeah, let's check it out. Let's go into Armageddon, the final month here, and let's see who's gonna walk out as champions, what rivalries are gonna end. Okay, so looking at our champions here, so we got the Godfather, still the World Heavyweight Champion. We can look at the history here. It started with The Rock. It went to the Godfather, Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Big Show, Mr. McMahon, and the Godfather can end the year as champion. Chris Jericho is still your Intercontinental Champion. Let's see the history of this division. It started off with Ken Shamrock, and it went to Val Venus, to Goldust, to Chris Jericho. It looks like back to Ken Shamrock, to The Rock, back to The Rock, back to Chris Jericho, who is your current... Like, I don't even know, like this thing, they make this so weird, but Chris Jericho is your current Intercontinental Champion going into Armageddon here. Tag Team Championship, New Age Outlaws, they finally win the titles here, but what happened? So it was Big Boss Man and Ken Shamrock, then it went to Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart, then it went to the BWO, and now it looks like it is now the New Age Outlaws. They defeated the BWO on Raw or SmackDown, I don't know, but they defeated them in some fashion. Now, Jackie is the women's champion again. It looks like it went from Sable to Jackie to Chyna to Tori back to Jackie. She is a 2-time champion. Will she walk out as the women's champion coming out of Armageddon. European division, kind of light, very easy to remember. X-Pac, Reign of Terror, D'Lo Brown, Jerry the King. Same thing for the hardcore division. Went from, and I told you guys at the beginning, I took the top off of Road Dogg to put on Hardcore Holly. So it was really Hardcore Holly, Draws, and Steve Blackman. And Gilbert, well, look at this here. He is still your light heavyweight champion. Oh my goodness. Let's check out the divisions here. Stone Cold Steve Austin. It looks like it may be Stone Cold versus the Godfather one more time here. Mankind, who came in as champion, is down in the dumps, number 7. Mr. McMahon was champion and now he's number 6. Ken Shamrock is now the new number 1 contender again. Kurt Angle, who did win, and it looks like everyone on this list won the Intercontinental Championship. So the Intercontinental Championship, it was the most diverse title in this simulation series. Everyone on this list won the title in this video. Tag Team Championship, BWO, who won the titles here. Edge and Christian, I'm surprised they didn't get a chance at it. The Acolytes, very surprised. They went up against Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart like 5,000 times and never won the titles. The Hardy Boys, they kept going up against the BWO and keep getting beat by them. They never had a chance at the tag team titles. And Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart, the most dominant tag team here in this simulation series, is now the worst ranked tag team here coming out of this simulation here going into Armageddon. Women's division final standings here. China, Ivory, Tori, Sable, and Dara. Tori is now in the middle of the road here. China, who won the title, is now number 1 contender here. Jackie is the, she was the most consistent. She was in the title picture throughout the entire year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tori had a run with it, China had a run with it, Sable had a run. Deborah didn't really do anything much with it, and Ivory, she was just there. European Championship division here. X-Pac is now in the middle of the road. X-Pac and D'Lo Brown are still looking pretty prominent here. Mark Henry is now the number 1 contender. You have Jerry Lawler, Tess, who kept going up against X-Pac. Nothing really came out of that. And Shane McMahon is the jobber of the division. Hardcore title division here. We didn't get to see much of Mideon, Viscera, or Gangrel, or Crash Holly, or Prince Albert. They were all just in this pack here. Also, Al Snow didn't really do much of anything either. Hardcore Holly, the first champion, is now on the bottom of the list here. So we got Draws and we got Steve Blackman here going into Armageddon for a possible title match. Your final rankings here. Godfather is number 1 and he's a WWF champion. That is very realistic here, thank God, finally. Tag team champions are here in the top 5. And just going down the list here, we can see everyone here, and the worst one here is Kane. Kane is at 49. That is unreal to me. Final pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, here, and we're gonna run down the card. Hopefully I can at least play the last match, the main event here. We got Chris Jericho versus Ken Shamrock. Will Ken Shamrock walk out the Intercontinental Champion as he came into 1999? Will he go in the year 2000 with the IC title? Test versus D'Lo Brown. We have Mankind versus Kane versus Mr. McMahon. All 3 of these guys here, Mankind had a very strong start, very disappointing end here. Kane, very disappointing. And the surprise Mr. McMahon, who did win the WWF Championship, is now in this triple threat match. For the European Championship no holds barred match, Mark Henry versus Jerry the King Lawler. Surprise ending to 1999. BWO versus the New Age Outlaws, a 2-on-2 championship match. Tornado tag style here. And you know what? I'm not surprised by the New Age Outlaws being here, but I am surprised with the BWO being here. They start on the bottom, and they did win the titles at one point, but let's see if they can regain their titles back in this last pay-per-view. China versus Jackie here, and rightfully so. If this could be a triple threat match, I will include Tori in here, but China definitely deserves this title shot versus Jackie here for the last match of 99. Random fatal 4-way, and this is just all the this right here is the disappointment of this whole entire year here. Val Venus, Triple H draws, and Crash Holly. Regular one-on-one match, The Rock versus Kurt Angle. Very disappointing to see that Kurt Angle didn't really get any prominent position here at in 99 here in this video here, but maybe get in this video here strong with the victory over The Rock. Steve Blackman versus Mian, not for the hardcore title, so there you go. That tells you what happened with that division. And in your main event, the Godfather, the most surprising person here in this video, versus Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker versus The Big Show. And if the game allows me to, I'm gonna try my very best. We'll see. Try my very best. We're gonna watch this match right now, but let's simulate these matches and let's see who ends the year with victories and who's going to end the year with heartbreak. All right, first match, IC title, Ken Shamrock versus Chris Jericho. Who's gonna walk away as champion? Chris Jericho walks into the year 2000 as the IC champion. D'Lo Brown versus Test. Test wins. Triple threat match, Mankind, Kane, and Mr. McMahon. Who's gonna walk away here? Mankind redeems himself and he walks into the year 2000 with the victory. Mark Henry versus Jerry the King Lawler. Who's gonna win here? And looks like Mark Henry is your new European champion. He walks into the year 2000 with some gold. The BWO versus the New Age Outlaws. The BWO had a very dominant reign in the year 99, especially during the summertime. Can they walk into the year 2000 with the tag team championships? No, the New Age Outlaws still your WWF tag team champions. Will Chyna become the Millennium Woman and walk into the year 2000 with the championship of the women's division? Or will Jackie continues to dominate this division? Jackie is still your women's champion and she defeats Chyna. The disappointment bowl, who's gonna win here? Draws, random. Just that this match right here just explains everything that is wrong with 2K20 in a nutshell, but draws wins. Kurt Angle versus The Rock. Who's gonna win here? The Rock, former WWF champion in 99. He walks away the winner. Mideon versus Steve Blackman. Does anyone care about this match? I don't think we really do, but Mideon wins. Let's see. We'll see if I can watch this match right now. Let's check it out. Fatal 4-way match for the WWF Championships. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker versus The Big Show and versus the champion, The Godfather. Unbelievable. Let's see if this game will allow me to do this. Hopefully so. If not, you guys will see my live reaction right now and probably me throwing something across the room. Alright, well, it looks like so far so good here. And this is a Hell in a Cell match, by the way. Fatal 4-way match for the WWF Championship. What a way to end 1999. The Godfather's coming out second here, and there's literally no crowd reaction. They are dead. You can hear a pin drop with the Godfather coming out to the ring. He looks good though. Alright guys, it looks like this match is actually going to happen. Looks like the game hasn't crashed on me. Hell in a Cell match for the WWF Championship. Fatal 4-way. Let's see who walks out in 99 as your WWF champion. Also, funny thing about this is, like, the Hell in a Cell match in the year 2000 was a 6-man Hell in a Cell in the main event for the WWF Championship. So this 1 year earlier simulated Fatal 4-way match for the WWF Championship. So let's see who walks out as champion. And yeah, the Big Show is dominating so far in this match, and Stone Cold and The Undertaker are going back and forth there. It's literally anyone's match here. It's literally anyone's match because I think everyone was champion in 99 here, right? Everyone was champion here in 99. I think with the exception of Undertaker, if I can't remember anything. Guys, I'm recording this here at 2 a.m. in the morning right now. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for the subscribers. I'm doing this for the people who need this type of content in their subscription boxes. You guys probably don't even know that someone out there crazy as me was gonna put a video together for you like this. You don't even know. You don't even know till you know, right? And look at this here, big slam there by the Godfather. The champion is looking good here in this match. Oh, going for a pinfall here on the two count there. Taker throws Austin back in the ring here. What is Taker gonna do? He's gonna go for the trunk slam, but the Luthes press. Covered there by Austin, going for the pinfall. Austin was pissed off, and he hits the stunner out of nowhere on the Godfather. I don't know why he picked him back up though. He should have went for the pinfall. Oh man, that was a big mistake by Austin, and the Godfather comes back. He just basically no-sells it. He just basically no-sells it. Dude, Austin just picks up Big Show like he's a piece of paper with a gut-rich slam. Oh, look at this! The $1 Million Dream! The $1 Million Dream, and the big Austin and the Godfather are going at it. I don't know what Austin's doing. I don't know what he's celebrating for here. Oh, look at this. He was going for something there. I don't know what it was, but Godfather. Oh, wait. Oh, God, he has Big Show in the abdominal stretch. Oh, my goodness. Will Big Show tap out? Oh, Undertaker slow getting in the ring here, and he's gonna break it up. Woo! We're gonna see a tap there by the Big Show. Luckily, Undertaker was there. Oh, he's going for the pimp drop. He's going for the pimp drop. Pimp drop. Death Valley driver there, and the Undertaker's gonna try to steal the. What's he doing? Oh my goodness! I literally thought the Godfather was not gonna break up the pinfall there. Oh, it was Austin doing? Austin coming in like the snake that he is. The Texas Rattlesnake with a Stone Cold Stunner. And basically Big Show no-sells it. He no-sells it like he's freaking, you're like Kenny Omega or Marty Jannetty, Leo Rush. Remember, did anybody see that one match of Leo Rush in the Indies, and like he just basically no-sells like a big spot from like the top of the ladder through like some tables or something like that? Like I'll put a screenshot up of it. Oh my goodness, man! Like it was so ridiculous, man. Like if you haven't seen it, you know, watch it. But Jesus Christ, man! Like it is just one of the weirdest things and non-believable things you will ever see in wrestling. Anyway, back to the match. Sidewalk slam there by the Undertaker. It is literally anyone's match. Tombstone! Here we go! Tombstone! Jumping Tombstone there by the Undertaker! Oh my goodness! We are gonna have a new WWF champion! It is gonna be the unknown 2 count! 2 count by the Undertaker! I literally thought that was it. I literally thought that was it right there. I thought the Godfather was gonna be put away, but no, he is showing his resiliency here. Undertaker is going for old school here. Oh, wait a second. If Austin hits the stunner here, can he hit the, he's gonna stunner. He's gonna, oh no! Godfather reverses it. Godfather still reversing it. Oh my God, kick right in the NARS there. Oh, death press. Hell's Gate! Hell's Gate! Hell's Gate over there! Is the Big Show gonna tap out? The Big Show taps out! The Big Show taps out! The Undertaker will walk away! The WWF champion! Oh, it's too late for you now. I don't know what else is doing. Well, I don't know why the WrestleMania logo there. Don't blame me, guys. Like, don't blame me why the WrestleMania logo's there. But oh my goodness, the Undertaker is walking away. WWF champion with the Hell's Gate on the Big Show. Austin was too busy hammering away on the Godfather, and he didn't notice. Good God Almighty! What a simulation match! What a video, guys! What a video! I really do appreciate you guys taking the time watching this video here. Again, leave a thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, if you guys want to see another year, put a year down below in the comment section. Alright guys, that is it. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great day. Peace out.